Greetings. We are ready for Monday night ukulele orchestra. I'm going to go post the link over on the website. Website is jollyrogerukulele.com. And on the front page you have our daily schedule and all the classes I'm doing and some that I'm not doing. And links to previous classes and how to play ukulele program, blah, blah, blah. It's all very lovely. Let's make sure the link is working properly. I've been working on the computer all day today, so I haven't spoken to anybody until 30 minutes ago. And I'm probably going to have a hoarse voice tonight. All right, so there's the link. Let me put it on Twitter real quick also. jollyrogerukulele.com. Paste, click, dink, dink, ukulele, kick your baby Friday. Scroll down, put that there, and tweet. All right, we're on Twitter. Tonight we will be playing. We probably Wonderful World, All of Me, As Time Goes By, and Beyond the Sea. That's the plan. We'll see. We'll see what we get to. Yeah, let me get my gadget here all set up. I'm still learning how to use this thing. Set list, ukulele jazz. I got Beyond the Sea in here. I don't have Wonderful World in here yet. All of Me. I know I have All of Me in here. All of Me ukulele, All of Me baritone. As Time Goes By. Let's see, LMNOPQRS, As Time Goes By, baritone, ukulele, Beyond the Sea. Is that one? That one's in here. So then Wonderful World, I'm not positive I've ever downloaded that. So let me go get rid of this, get rid of this. Here, Jolly Roger. This CAPTCHA software is a pain in the toot. Okay, worked. Member portal. Patience. Come on, you can do this. Dun, dun, dun. Click here. A lot of clicking, right? This is our life now. We click at everything. And Wonderful World. And Wonderful World. All right. So let me put those in the gadget and we'll get going. Wonderful World will be first up on ukulele, and then baritone. Okay. Set list. All the way down to the W's. Wonderful World. Ukulele. No. Let's get rid of that. Wonderful. What did I download? Wonderful World. Oh, probably What a Wonderful World. There it is. Baritone, ukulele. Okay. I name things differently these days. All right, let's take a look and see who's made it in tonight. 18 people so far. That's exciting. Jerry's in. Hey, Jerry. Sandy in from Michigan. Vic in from Oregon. Lindy in from, she's a local here. I know. Glad to have you back, Lindy. It's been crazy for you. Robin is in from British Columbia. Diane is in. Good to see you, Diane. Let's see. Carol in from the mountains. Happy Monday to you. Evelyn, where is Evelyn these days? Just moved back into in a new house in Honolulu, you guys. Yeah, that's sort of how I work it too. I'm just like, you know what? I think I'll move to Honolulu. I'm glad you made it. Glad you found a place, Evelyn. That's exciting. Very cool. Jackie's in. Jacqueline, Bath. How can you say Bath? Funny. Laurel is in. Getting weirder again. Yeah, the smoke is rolling in, peeps. Pauline is here from NoCal. Christine, I haven't gotten to use my thing in a while. Let's pick a good one. Here, this one's music. All right, Red gets a double. Let's see. Janice is in from Sydney, Australia. Sydney's is completely locked down, you guys. Good to be here playing. Good to see you, Janice. Glad you made it. Banjoland. Linda is in. Good evening, Orchestra. I'm in Norfolk, Virginia. All right, cool. Reed's in from Chicago. You're missing my jokes. Of course you're missing my jokes. I am hilarious. Kat is in. Good to see you, Kat, in from Texas. Linda in from British Columbia. Mary also in from Sydney. Good morning to you. And Linda in from Laguna today. All right, guys. Let's play What a Wonderful World. Just the FYI, this is one of those tunes that almost certainly will not be in the show. We tend to use this for Christmas, and I can stand about every third Christmas or so. But we'll see. We'll see how the other ones lay out as I finish them up. But I'm betting this one probably won't be in the show. But you never know. You never know. All right, here we go. From the top. 3-beat count in, you play it down to measure 29, and then you come rolling all the way back to measure 15, kind of a weird spot, and then we finish it out skipping 26 through 29 that second time through. All right. 1, 2, 3. That's not going to work. All right. 1, 2, 3. You're on 30. Isn't that pleasant? Very pleasant little tune. Plays pretty well, I think, on ukulele, and hopefully makes your ukulele sound really good, like you're legit. All right, go ahead and grab your baritone version of this, and if I remember right, the baritone version is not just is not the same fingering as the ukulele version. So if you have both instruments, this is a chance for you to get a completely different approach to the instrument, to the song, and you'll watch me struggle because I like them to be exactly the same. But this is in a completely different key than we would typically put the baritone one in. But it also works, right? And so it'll be a little bit. There we go. Let's see. Kat says that was very nice. Nice arrangement. Okay, she's killing it there in Texas. Patricia Luton has made it in. Hey, hey, Patty. And from the top, wonderful world on baritone ukulele players. And I always mention this, right? You should be playing along with the chords for two reasons. One, you want to get better at your chords, but two, there will be moments in the orchestrations where baritone takes over the melody, and guess what your job is going to be as ukulele players? To support them. And so this is your opportunity. You're supporting me on baritone while you play chords. Give it a shot, and if you don't know some of the chords, you go look them up. 1, 2, 3. Back to 15. Lovely, right? All right. So again, maybe it makes it in the show, maybe not, but usually in the past we have saved that for Christmas type concerts. So maybe we'll make it, maybe not. I need to kind of clean up a few things. There's still things from the olden days of how I used to do things, and I'm like, that's not how you should do that. That's harder than it needs to be. So we may change a few things on that. Let's see who else wandered in here. Let's see. Fran says she's into that song. That's nice. Elizabeth made it in. Good to see Elizabeth. Ran into Elizabeth this weekend. Very exciting to get to see some of you guys once every once in a while when he comes down. You're like, hey, can I come over? And you're like, sure. It's good to see you, Elizabeth. Fran is in. Loves the song. Deb is in. Hey, Deb. Good to see you. In from Golden. Golden's on the west side of Denver here. It's where the fancy people live. Clay made it in. Hey, bud. Haven't seen you in a long time. Good to have you. All right. That's the end of the alphabet. Probably over the next 2 weeks or so, we will finish. We'll go through the songs one more time. And so let's go back up to the top of the alphabet. All of me. And along about the second week in September, I'm going to start loading up all of the orchestral arrangements, which, as you guys have figured out at this point, will be basically the same. Let's do the all of me baritone first, since I'm holding a baritone, which will basically be what you've been playing all along. The only thing that will be different is that there'll be a lot of extra decoration, right? And your part will be a lot easier than you've been playing. So if you've been playing tough uke, you've been playing really, really challenging music, the tough uke pieces will be these, right? But the orchestral pieces, we will divide up the tough uke stuff among various instruments and, arrange it and decorate it differently. And so it'll be easier to play theoretically. The difference with orchestra is that the speed, we usually crank that up. Like, very rarely do I play much over 80 or 100, right? That's sort of my place where I feel like, hey, I'm playing it well enough that the people, that y'all can play along with me, and then hopefully at home you're like, you know what, Gary plays it too slow, I'm going to speed it up. But when we're playing together, it's nice to have it a little bit slower. With orchestra, we don't have that luxury. You got to play at whatever speed is going on. I will tell you that as in general, my ukulele players in the Rocky Mountain Ukulele Orchestra like to play everything way too fast. And if they can, they like to start at one speed and speed it up and speed it up and speed it up and speed it up. And so we work on that all the time. But you'll be playing faster, which will mean that you will get a lot faster at sight reading your material and just knowing where you are and that sort of thing. So so those will be getting loaded up here once in early September. And for the next couple weeks, though, I want to still continue to play through the tough uke arrangements of these. I'm basically looking for places where chords don't work, is what I'm really doing here, and things that may not sound that great, and in which case I'll know to fix those when I make the orchestrations. Linda says, love the baritone part, but key of D. right? Key of D is a legit key on baritone. Not so much on ukulele. We don't use that a ton on ukulele. All right, all of me. Let's give it a try. I'm on baritone. You're on ukulele, probably. Ukulele chords, these are not terrible, right? You should probably know these, but if you don't, you go look them up. From the top, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I should play that as a strum. It'd be way better that way. All right, back to the top. Let's go. Ready, play. Isn't that fun? All right, I love that piece. Whoops, I don't want to do that. I don't like that note there, and I don't like that chord there. All right, nice. Beautiful. How about that? All right, let's go grab the ukulele version and see how that one sounds. Oh, I know what I wanted to do. You gotta put a strum in at 34. You have to. I'm adding glissandos on in 34. That is such a cool chord. You want to just be like, clank. I'm a jazz musician. Yay! It's your moment. Ukulele players, baritone players, you gotta be on chords. Ukulele players, you're on melody or tough uke. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, Gary. 31. To the top, go. Second ending. That's a fun song. That's pretty playable, I think, overall. Right? They're not, not like we're going to be trying to do Beyond the Sea tonight. That's not playable, right? But this one could make you really. This could make you famous in your neighborhood. Nice piece of music there. Not too many things I'd change about it. All right, beautiful. How are we playing? Everybody happy? Let's go grab As Time Goes By, the ukulele version first tonight. Let's see. Apparently somebody has stopped by our apartment. Donna, I don't know if you can hear her talking, but there's all this blah, 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 blah going outside the room. So apparently, you know, when you live in a condo, people do a popover and it drives you nuts. It's like, ugh, I got to put on pants. All right, let's see. As Time Goes By, ukulele version, 3-beat count. Well, it's really a 4-beat count in, and then you come in an 8th note early. Play down to measure 8, come back up to the top, and then we're going to play down to the bottom, and you'll skip 7 and 8 that second time through. Beware that triplet in measure 10 is really hard to get it right. Rest, rest. Moonlight and love song is really, it sounds really awesome if you can do that right, but it's hard to do. And then you do have some kind of nasty chords up the neck, particularly measure 5. You've got 10, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, so that one's going to come up and be kind of unpleasant. The other one that shows up a lot in measure 4, 4, 5, 5, 7, right? So 4, 4, 5, 5, and then your 7. Okay. And then what happens when you start studying the chords in isolation in jazz is you're like, that's not a chord. That's just random noise. So just know that that's a real chord that's going to happen. Everything else I think is standard issue stuff. I think. Yep. Oh, it's Hilda. She's come down to see Henry. Hilda is my neighbor who lives at the end of the hall. She's in her 90s, and Henry and her are buddies. But she hasn't been able to come down because of the pandemic, because we really did not want to be responsible for somebody who's 90 years old in our house. So now she's coming down to see Henry again. All right, so now you know what's going on in my house. Here we go. From the top, 4-beat count in, basically, and then we go 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? I want to play it again. I didn't play it particularly well. I want to play it again. Okay? Same thing. As time goes by on ukulele. Dial it in. You can do this. Was this text from Vic telling me that the chat bar is broken? That's probably what that was. No orchestra tonight. Yes. Exclamation point. Send. It did show up on the front page, right, guys? I have somebody asking if there's no orchestra, but it's on the front page, right? Yeah, okay, it's there. All right. Sorry, I gotta get her in here. Link is on the front page under Monday, exclamation point. All right, so, all right, there we go. This is there. Okay, thanks, Jerry. Jerry's faster at technology than I am. We're going to play this again. It's going to be beautiful. However you played it last time, play it this much better. Okay? All right. From the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. To the top. If I would just practice that, that one would be one of my songs. That is cool. What's it about? His heart's full of passion, jealousy. Woman needs man. That's the dumbest line in it. Woman needs man, and man must have his mate. That no one can deny. I think you can deny it at this point. I don't think it's clear at all whether you have to have a mate or not. I got one, 30 years. Most days she's awesome. Some days I want to stab her. All right. Baritone ukulele as time goes by. Let's see. It did. Lots of. Nice. Nice. Okay, beautiful. Thanks, Cap. All right, here we go. As time goes by, baritone. Honestly, you think about how challenging this piece is, and then you look at these chords and you're like, well, shoot, yeah, ukulele players shouldn't have any problem at all. What the heck, man? The chords seem way harder than that. They're just awkwardly placed. That's the problem. From the top, 1, 2, 3, 4. Measure 2. Second ending. Those of you who are who are doing some songwriting, that turnaround there, let's take just a moment. Listen to this. See, the minor 7th of the second, and then back to your main idea, but higher note. Isn't that beautiful? All right, keep going from 10. 1, 2. Really cool. Really cool. See, this needs to be paginate with ook. Alright, cool. Nice piece of music there as well. Linda says, I'm feeling good about my playing tonight. Yes! Right. So you have probably had this happen. I don't know if it happens to me every now, basically every time I play it happens. Well, let's pull up Beyond the Sea while we're at it. What time is it? Is it time to quit? No. I'm like, it's Beyond the Sea. Some days you sit down to play and you just can't. I mean, they might as well just have a box over the top of you. It goes terribly, right? And then some days you sit down, starts to come, right? And so you have to take the good and the bad. And I would say, generally speaking, that we're all way too critical of our own playing. Let's be honest. Not that many people are listening to you right now, so you should just let the music flow. Let it be mistakes, Phil. Let it be what it is, and be okay with that. And that way, once you get where you're comfortable and you're like, yeah, you know what, this is how I play. All of a sudden, then one night you're playing along and you're just like, man, my ukulele sounds amazing. So that makes me happy when I hear somebody say, you know what, I'm playing pretty well tonight. It means something has gone right. All right, this is top to bottom, right? Every single chord in here is difficult. How about that? We're going to mess Linda's night up. Okay. When we get to a little bit of a hard chord, I'm going to slow down a little bit, let you guys get it on, let me get it on. It gets really, really, really tough in that middle section there, 24 through about 32 or so. And so just know we do the best we can with this one, and know that when I rewrite it for orchestra, it'll be fun and easy and sound amazing. Okay, 3-beat count in. On baritone, guys. 1, 2, 3. Five, 6, 7. That's not right. 4, 5, 6, 7. What is that? 4, 5, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7. What is that? Oh, it's this one. It's your F shape on 4. It's really an A. There you go. E chord for baritone. From 7, 1, 2, 3, 4. F shape on 8. 4, 5, 6. 6s. D minor shape on 2. F shape on 8. And then you got 7, 9, 8. So slide it up to 7. Back to 7. And then 29 is an E chord. Sorry. And then 11s and 12s. 8s and 9s. 7, 9s. Sixes, F shape, E E chord. And then we're back to the beginning, sort of. 34. You know how a lot of times you're reading or you're, oh, Mame, you made it in. Okay, glad you're here, Mame. A lot of times you're wandering around the internet. I don't know if you ever wander around the internet, but I do sometimes. And you run into these pages and it says advanced ukulele or intermediate ukulele. And the only thing advanced or intermediate in ukulele is how to get your darn strap on correctly. I think I'm doomed at this point. And you are under the notion that that's a thing. Advanced ukulele, intermediate ukulele. It's not a thing, guys. It's just not a thing. People make this stuff up to sell you classes. And getting better, getting close here. And so and to make you feel good about yourself, right? Like, oh, I'm in the advanced class. And it's this sort of ongoing way that we sell people stuff that's sort of annoying. But when you're playing Beyond the Sea, you're playing an advanced piece of music, so just know that. I'm like, golly, this thing is brutal. Let's get this on here. When I redo this, when we do it for orchestra, all those chords get broken up into multiple voices, so it gets a whole lot easier to play. It will just speed it up. But when I will eventually go through and clean this up just a little bit, so that you will have chord shapes that you can rely on. Like right now it's mostly open chord shapes for singers, and I could do a whole lot better job of helping you out with some of these shapes. So stick with this one. Believe me, this one's pretty high up there in the if any sounds coming out of your ukulele while you're playing this, you should consider yourself an advanced musician. From the top, ukulele version. This is our swan song tonight. Let's make sure this one works. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now we don't have to play that for a couple weeks. Oh my goodness. That may be, I don't know if that's the hardest piece I've ever arranged, but it's pretty hard. It is all over the place. So, um, do not judge yourself based on your on playing it. If I judge myself tonight, I'd be like, yeah, B minus, C plus, somewhere in there. Pretty average night. Beyond the Sea was a D minus, not a D minus, probably a D. But you throw out the highs and lows, right? Kat is a science and technology, engineering and mathematics guru, and she would know. Hey, you take out whenever you have a sample set, you'll throw out the highs, you throw out the lows, you study the middles. So don't judge yourself based on your ability to play Beyond the Sea. Judge yourself on the other pieces. All right, so glad that you guys are back. We had a nice big crowd tonight. Very excited. Just before you log out, before you head off, remember. We got a couple more Monday nights, and then we will have a Labor Day, which is an American holiday that we won't meet, and then after that we go into Orchestra. I don't need to tell you guys to join JollyRogerUkulele.com because you wouldn't be here if you weren't. So you're already members, so you'll be able to just sashay into Orchestra this fall just fine. Starting next week, I'm also going to be doing ukulele classes on Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, midday Denver time. So that's 1 o'clock on Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday starting next week. So if you want to come and either have people that need to learn how to play ukulele that want to join the orchestra this fall, they need to get through those first book 1 and book 2 for sure. I don't see any especially online, I think you need to be able to play through book 2, all that stuff that's sitting there on the website, and have them come hang out with us, play, and just continue to get comfy with sight reading and having music and lots of music and blah, blah, blah. Pretty soon your brain just gets sort of wrapped around this, and it's going to be great. So just double check on the website that you've taken time to read through the updated schedule a little bit so you feel comfy with it. I know for some of you it works great, and for some of you it doesn't work at all, but it's going to work for me, I think, and so we're going to go with that for now, and we're going to see what happens. So thank you all for being here, guys. So great to see all of you. So nice to get everybody back together and just knocking some tunes out, and there we go. I'm making it up that you throw out the highs and the lows. I assume that that's a thing. I seem to remember that from 8th grade physical science, but I don't know. Maybe it's not a thing. All right, guys, have a wonderful evening. Let's see. May made it in. Rita, can't wait for an easier version. Yeah, the next version will be easier. It will be a little. The tough uke will never get that much easier. This is just a hard chord song, So that, what year is it? 1950, 1945. Yeah, they had decided, hey, let's make the chords really weird and hard, and so yeah, by then. Let's see, Kat. Well, I started the night out. Great, was indeed a wonderful world. Beyond the Sea. Yeah, Beyond the Sea is beyond me too, Kat. So we're in the same group. Jerry says, pretty. Vic, great songs. Thanks, everyone. Good to see you, Vic. Vic and I used to spend 4 hours a day together during the depth of the pandemic, and I miss her. Patricia Luton. Hey, everybody, please be careful out there. Oh, you got COVID last week. Oh, Patty. Yeah. Seriously, be careful. Guys, I hope I don't have to tell you guys, you got to be vaccinated, right? I hope that's not something that is confusing. Seriously, get that. Make sure you got the shot in, and then keep your eye on the news if it's in you, and I think I've gone back to wearing a mask when I go out and around. I know it's sort of annoying, but it's going to keep me safe, I hope. And I didn't get it this winter, and I'm not going to get it. Not gonna get it. Robin, good to see you. We missed you in Harmonica today. Good to see you. Clay, buddy, good to see you, my man. So glad you made it. Thank you, Gary. Good, Mary. I'm glad. I know that you guys are locked down pretty tight down there in Sydney, so I'm just delighted that you're able to find time to come join me a little bit. Hopefully, it makes your day a little brighter. Fran, I'm so glad I was able to join you, and I'm so glad you were here, Fran. And another Fran's another one I miss, all the time. Linda, good to see you. Linda, yeah, get better fast, Patty. That's not cool, not good. And it's not cool to be sick. Jacqueline, good to see you. Jacqueline. Hugs to Henry. I'll go give him a hug just for you, Jacqueline. Pauline, good to see you. Pauline's another one who we spent days and days and days together. Cat, you do outliers. Okay, you do outliers. That's what. See, I'm telling you, man. Paying attention in 8th grade paid off. That's where I stopped. That's 9th grade on. I don't think I learned anything. Elizabeth, so good to see you. Deb, so delighted to see you. Looking forward to September. I am too. It's going to be a blast. And Janice, thanks. Beam in. It feels like that, doesn't it? All right, because we're Monday night. You're Tuesday midday. All right, guys. Thank you for everything. I'm going to pull the plug. Peace. Mm-hmm.